Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to year 5 of 8 in the Arizona Coyotes franchise mode. Without further ado, let's get on to this video. So this team's looking really solid. On the first line, we have Clayton Keller, Logan Cooley, and Matthew Barzal. Then the second line, we have Thomas Novak, Lucas Reichel, and Dylan Guenther. Then the third line, we have Adam Ruzicka, Adam Fantilli, and Jakim Kamel. Then the fourth line, we have Baron Hayden, Atu Rata, and Mathis Maselli. For defense, we have Ivan Provorov, Cam York. Then on the second line, we have Larry McLeod, Gustav Forsling. Then the third line, we have Anthony Altschaller and Maverick Lamrick. Lamrick, I believe is how you say it. Then for goaltending, we have Jasper Wallstead and Mads Sogard. I don't know if this will go through, but Victor Soderstrom and Mads Sogard, a fourth and a third for 2023 or 2030 to the Dallas Stars for Wyatt Johnston. They say no. What if we go 2/3? Nope. What if we go a third and a second? I'm gonna try to do something off camera. So I got it to work. We have Wyatt Johnston on the last line, actually. We booted Atu Rata down. And Noah Val is in for backup. I'm hoping he does good. His 2 seasons in the AHL have been pretty solid, so I'm hoping he can transfer that into the AHL or for the NHL. Now for our next trade, we're going to try to get rid of Atu Rata because Wyatt Johnston has took his place. And Wyatt Johnston will probably be better for us than Atu Rata. So we're going to get rid of him, and we're going to hopefully try to get Boston's first. So they're saying no to that, but I seen but Carolina has a low first rounder, so I wonder possible here if we could get both their first rounders in 2 seasons. They're saying no, but if we had like a third and a fourth, they still say no. So what if there's like a 6th, 6th, and 7th? Did not mean to do that. And they accept. We're at the trade deadline, and we are almost in a playoff spot, basically. But in our division, it's Winnipeg, Dallas, Colorado, Chicago, us, St. Louis, Minnesota, and Nashville. Entire league, we have Toronto, Florida, Winnipeg, Anaheim, Boston, San Jose, Dallas, Vancouver, Edmonton, and Colorado. We are only like 2 points out of a playoff spot. It's probably going to be hard to get like 2 wild cards in the Central Division because Edmonton has 75 points. But yeah. Goals for per game. Worst is Toronto. Our goals for per game is the best, actually. I don't know why I said worst. Toronto, Anaheim, Winnipeg, and we are actually doing good. The worst is Seattle, Buffalo, Philadelphia. The best goals against per game is Detroit, Florida, St. Louis, and we're fourth. And worst is St. Louis, Columbus, and Buffalo. And I said St. Louis, it's Seattle. Then for points, Matthew Barzal has 59. Then Logan Cooley has 56. Clayton Keller has 53. Lukas Reichel has 47. Thomas Novak with 46. Dylan Guenther and Adam Fantilli having 41. Then Adam Rajishka with 37. Ivan Provorov with 32 or 34. Kemel with 32. Maselli with 28. Cam York with 23. Baron Hayden with 21. Same as Gustav Forsling. Wyatt Johnson with 17. Larry McLeod with 16. Anthony with 8. And Maverick with 7. The goaltending stats. Jasper Wallstead probably having the best numbers that he's had in a while. A 26-18-3 record, 4 shutouts, a 9-12 and a 2-7-5. Then Noah Val, a 5-4-3 record, 0 shutouts, a 9-04 and a 3-1-1. Save percentage and goals against probably could be a bit better, but honestly, goaltending stats are both pretty good. Points for everyone. William Nylander popping off with 97. Sebastian Aho with 86. Wow, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, and Trevor Zegras all having 84. Andre, oh fuck. It's going all 11 p.m. for me right now, so I'm a little tired. Andrei Svechnikov, holy god. Then Leo Carlson and also Nikita Kucherov tied at 81. Kyle Connor at 89. Or 79. Mark Scheifele at 78 to round out your top 10 in points. Goals, Austin Matthews with 50. Then Alexander Ovechkin with 42. Then David Pastrnak and Kyle Connor both with 50. Or 41. Then Johan, I believe that's how you say it, Martinson with 39. Nathan McKinnon with 38. Leo Carlson with 36. Also Steven Stamkos with 36. Nikita Kucherov with 34. Tied with Snechikov. They're on the year top 10 in goals. For defensemen, Cale Makar has 69. Then Evan Bouchard and Adam Fox, both having 60. Morgan Riley with 57. Miro Heiskanen with 55. Roman Josi with 49. Also Noah Dobson. Then Simon Nemec, Brent Clark, both having 48. Then Pavel Mintyukov, I believe that's how you say it, Mintyukov, having 47. Then for wins for goaltenders, there's Spencer Knight with 35, Jake Ottinger with 30, Olivis Merzlikins with 29, Connor Hellebuyck with 28, also Thatcher Demko with 28, Logan Carlson, I almost said, Logan Thompson with 27, Tristan Jarry, Peter Mrazek, Vanacek, Jasper Wallstead, Igor Shesterkin, all having 26 round of your top 10 in wins. Then for shutouts, Thatcher Demko has 5, then Jasper Wallstead, Thompson, and Mrazek, and Saros having 4. Save percentage for starter is Igor Shesterkin with a 9.23. Then tied is Lucas Stalt and Peter Mrazek with a 9.17. Then goals against average for starter is Igor Shesterkin with a 2.55. Then Lucas Stalt with a 294, or 264, sorry. Then Spencer Knight with the 268. Then rookie skaters, Gavin McKenna at first with 47. Then Ryan Robrock, something like that, with 36. Dmitry Kumatov with 30. Casper with 27. Paul with 22. Colson Pitter with 21. Michael Powell with 20. Brandon Yeager, Zion Nybeck, both having 17. Then Larry McLeod, Adam Jarachek, sorry. Kostel Helnes. Of course, he gets to 80 when Buffalo drafts him, but in the Edmonton Oilers one, he got up to like an 86 or whatever. But that's all to round out your top 10 in rookie skaters. So this is what I'm going to try offering to the Buffalo Sabres. Gustafsson, which is 500k retained. 2 guys that are elite low that won't make the team. A 6th and a 7th. Okay. What if we bump that up to 1 million? Well, basically 1 million. Bump it up another 20% or 10%. They say no. What if we go 40%? They still say no. What if we retain everything? They say no. They're still playing hard to get. What if we just do a 6th and a 3rd? And they accept. Oh, after that, this team sort of switched up in the defense. So Ivan's still in the same spot. Anthony is now the second line. Larry is now below Anthony. Cam York is on the 3rd line. Maverick is on the 2nd, and Owen Power is on the 1st. Only reason is Maverick has a not good line fit on the 3rd. And if we have him on the 3rd, that's a -3. So at least with Cam York on the bottom, that's a -1. But for the rest of the team, nothing else is different. We're at the end of the season, yet again, another disappointing season. We're in year 5, and we've only made the playoffs twice at the start. This team is better than a lot of teams, and we're not even making the playoffs. Like, I'm not even going to read our division off. In the entire league, it's Toronto, Florida, Winnipeg, Colorado, Edmonton, Carolina, Anaheim, Vancouver, Boston, and Dallas. For the bottom of the league, it's the Kraken, Buffalo, Columbus, Philadelphia, Nashville, New Jersey, Vegas, Montreal, Tampa, Calgary, and New York. Goals for per game. The worst was Seattle, Buffalo, Philadelphia. Best was Toronto, Anaheim, Winnipeg. Then goals against. The worst is Columbus, Seattle, and Buffalo. Best is Detroit, Florida, and Toronto. Our points, we have Logan Cooley at 79. Matthew Barzal with 77. Keller was 71. Novak was 65 or 61 or 64. Lucas Reichel was 62. Dylan Guenther was 61. Adam Fantilli with 53. Ivan Provorov with 50. Atu Rata with 47. Kamel with 44. Maselli with 37. Hayden with 30. Johnston with 29. York with 28. Power with 22. How many points did he have with us? In 22 games, he had 10 points. Not that bad. Larry McLeod with 18. Maverick with 12. Anthony with 11. Goaltending stats. Jasper Wallstead having a 34-26, a 5 record, 4 shutouts, a 9-1-1 record, and a 2-7-9. The Noah Vols record is a 8-6-4 record, 0 shutouts, a 8-9-8, and a 3-2-7. And for entire league, we have William Nylander with 123, then Nikita Kucherov with 113, then Andrei Sneshikov, with 112, Sebastian Aho with 111, Austin Matthews with 110, Kyle Connor with 107, Connor McDavid with 105, Johan Martinson with 103, also Trevor Zegras with 103, Leo Carlson with 102, Mark Scheifele with 101, also Mitchell Marner having 101 to round out your top 10 in points. Then for goals, Austin Matthews with 67. Then Kyle Connor with 59. Ovechkin with 58. Steven Stamkos with 52. Then Martinson, McKinnon, and Pasternak all with 50. And then Bedard, Kucherov with 46. Then Sneshikov having 42 to round out your top 10 in goals. For defensemen, Adam Fox with 90. Cale Makar with 91. Or that's different, opposite way. Evan Bouchard with 77, which I sort of think Evan might win the what's the award? You know what I mean. Morgan Riley with 74. Noah Dobson with 69. Brent Clark with 65. Mare Heiskanen with 64. Roman Josi at 37. Like, he's an 84 at 37. I think he's going to retire after this season. But having 63. Then Montour with 62. Tied with Simon Nemec to round out your top 10 in defensemen. Spencer Knight with 44. Thatcher Demko with 39. Stuart Skinner and Logan Thompson with 38. Then Elvis Merzlikins and Jake Ottinger having 37. Then Alexander Gorgiev, Kochekov, Jeremy Swayman, Connor Hellebuck, all having 36 to round out your top 10 wins. For shutouts, Thatcher Demko and Hill having 6. Then Mrazek and Thompson having 5. Then save percentage for a starter is Peter Mrazek with a 918. Behind him is Samuel Montembeault with a 907 or 917. Tied with Igor Shesterkin. Goals against average for best is, for starter, is Sam Montembeault, tied with Spencer Knight having a 2.64. Then behind them is Frederik Andersen, back on the Toronto Maple Leafs, having a 2.70. And for rookie skaters, Gavin McKenna having 51 or 54. Ryan with 50. Dimitri with 43. Casper with 36. Paul with 32. Michael with 30. Brandon with 26. Dvorsky having 23. Then Jiricek, Lamberg, both having 21 to round out your top 10 in rookie skaters. In the playoffs, so we are going to sim to the draft and show you the playoffs and the awards, the retired players, and the draft. To back, the Toronto Maple Leafs going back-to-back Stanley Cup wins. Wow. And the Coach Ella, Valley Firebirds win the Calder Cup. Then for lottery draft, it's Nashville, Tampa, Seattle, or Buffalo, Columbus, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Vegas, Montreal, Calgary, New Jersey, or New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, Los Angeles, New York Islanders, and Chicago, which is our 15th pick that we traded to the Islanders. Retired players, Patrick Kane retires on the Red Wings, so he stayed there. Then Malcolm stayed on the Penguins. Kopitar on the Oilers. Jamie Benn on the Stars. Brent Burns on Columbus. Then Hedman, JVR, John Carlson, the Conn Smythe winner, John Marchessault, Michael Backlund, Tyson Barrie, Riley Smith, Torrey Krug, Cam Atkinson, Andre Palat, Gustav Nyquist, Thomas Tatar, Andres Lee, Jared Spurgeon, Justin Falk, Lars Sellers, John Klingberg, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Tyler Johnson, and Kevin Shattenkirk. No Roman Josi, surprisingly. Pushing it one more season, I see. Then for goalies, Semyon Varlamov, Cam Talbot, Darcy Kemper, James Reimer, and Matt Murray. So as the Stanley Cup went, was Edmonton went against St. Louis, then Vancouver, then Winnipeg, then Toronto. Then Toronto went against the Sens, then the Panthers, then the Capitals, and then the Oilers, and won against the Oilers. So a little bit of Auston Matthews and Connor McDavid there, I see. So I just went into the draft by accident, so I will show you the awards after the draft. The 28th pick, and it's looking like this draft is not looking good. So I have no idea why it's not looking good. Like, I have draft prospects on high. I don't know why there are so many people that are unknown. But I will go with this Keith Wang person. They're top 6D. Okay. So our next pick at the 32nd spot, I think I'm gonna go with who had more points? So he had 39. He had 66. So I will go with Boyle. And I didn't see, so what was he? Elite low. So then since there's like nothing good, I don't know if it's something that's happened, but I don't want to take any risks. So I'm going to be getting rid of the 6th and 7th rounder that I have this year to get a 3rd rounder next year. Award winners, we obviously have Toronto, Edmonton, Toronto. Then we have William Nylander having the Art Ross and the Hart. James Norris goes to Morgan Riley. Lady Byng goes to William Nylander. Gavin McKenna gets the Calder. Conn Smythe goes to William Nylander 2 years in a row. Spencer Knight gets the Vezina. Igor Shesterkin gets the William Jennings. Phil Masterton goes to Kevin Ball. The Capitals coach gets a Jack Adams. Dylan Strome has the Frank Selke. Ted Lindsay goes to William Nylander. And Maurice Richard goes to Auston Matthews, which they were meat riding the Maple Leafs this year. So now it's time to look if we need to re-sign players. So we need to re-sign Kemmel, which we only need like 3 years. So if Kemmel will do 4 million for the next 3 years, I would not mind it. Then Rajicka has gone down in overall, which I don't think he's going to be on the team next year or anything like that. So we're going to release him. Johnson going down. I guess I'll pay you like 2.925. Then Iginla wants a contract, so I'll give Joe a contract. Get rid of Douglas. Give Sullivan his rookie contract. And this Lungdun kid. And that looks like it's everyone. Okay, so now we just wait for everyone to hopefully accept their contract. So Wyatt says no to his contract. Kamel says no to his contract. Sullivan says yes. Lung did, and Joe said yes too. So I'll do 4-1. Then Wyatt Johnson, I'll do 3, I guess, see if that makes a difference. Wyatt says no, and Kennel says yes. So we just need Johnson to accept. What if we offer him 3-1? He's gonna reject. So what if we offer just like 2 or 3.3? And he's still gonna reject. Like, he wants a contract. I don't know why he's being this fussy. So what if we give him what he wants? Advanced day. And he says yes. That was tough.
Oh. We have Martinson and Matthews on free agency. Then Robertson, Noah Dobson, Kachuk, Benson, Berkeley Catton, Perfetti. Wow, Kirby Doc. A lot of guys. And one guy that might be worth it is Eli Tolvanen. So I might free up some cap space for him.
Be offering Vlad Skiliv over to Vegas for a 5th rounder. And they accept. Hopefully that should be enough, hopefully, to get him. Well, it's still saying we have 3 million in cap space. So yeah, it's still saying we have 3 million, so we're gonna have to do something else. So this is what I'm thinking. Cam York, Tripp, and this guy in the AHL in a 7th for Alexei, which is an 88 overall. Let's see what they say. They say, look at the trade block, whatever. What if we offered them a 2nd round pick? They're still saying, look at the... So what if we go next year, 3rd? I will try something off camera, see if that'll work. So I got it done. And what does he want? for next 3 years, he wants 8.1. God, it seems like I'm just not getting anywhere. And not only that, I traded Kemmel. So, like, Josh Doan is going to have to be on a line. So what I'm going to have to do is just, like, Thomas Novak, try to find someone that's 87 overall and cheaper. Try to do that. So this is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try Novak, and I'm going to get Mason McTavish and hopefully a second. They say no. Well, they said we aren't barking up the wrong tree, so what if we do like a second? And offer a seventh? They said no. So what about a fifth? And they accept. So now that we have $9.352 million, I'm thinking we try 7.7 for the next 3 years. And hope he does accept. And will you look at that? We have Alexei down for the rest of this rebuild. So this team's looking not as good as usual, but it'll grow. And I have something cooking up in the next one that you guys will see. So on the first line we have Clayton Keller, Logan Cooley, and Matthew Barzal. Then on the second line we have Baron Hayden, Adam Fantilli, and Lucas Reichel. Then the third line we have Dylan Guenther, Mason McTavish, and Wyatt Johnston. Then on the third line or fourth line we have Joe Ginla, Connor Geekie, and Mathis Maselli. Which I was just thinking, yeah, that puts a pretty good overall change into the second line here. And not only that, Maselli could go in the second or third line. Then for defense, we have Alexei, Ivan Provorov on the first line. Then on the second line, we have Owen Power and Anthony. Then on the third line, we have Larry McLeod and Cam York. And then for goaltending, we have Jasper Wallstead and Noah Val. I hope you all had fun watching this episode, and I would like everyone that watches this to follow my TikTok and Instagram. They're both the same user as my YouTube, and I'd hope that you all have a nice sleep or morning, and I'll see you in the next one.